GTA Online has a ton of different motorcycles that are great for cruising across Los Santos, with dirt bikes, street bikes, drag bikes, bikes with miniguns, bikes from the future, and even bikes that fly. If you can imagine it, it probably exists somewhere within the game. Sure, driving a car is great, but many of the game's motorcycles offer more speed and better maneuverability. That is, until you crash into a wall and go flying. Still, nothing beats the feeling of hitting a big jump with a motorcycle and landing it perfectly. If you want the best of the best though, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. On that note, we're going to be spending today's episode of The Countdown covering the 10 most expensive motorcycles in GTA Online. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to ArcadeCloud News right here on YouTube for more of the best news and lists in gaming. Now let's get into it. Number 10. DEFILER. The Shih Tzu DEFILER is a slick-looking motorcycle that was added to GTA Online with the Bikers update back in October of 2016. Its futuristic style certainly makes it a fan favorite, and the bike takes a lot of inspiration from the Suzuki Bandit 1200 Street Fighter. If you hire Zach Nelson as your driver for the Diamond Casino heist, he'll have you steal 4 pre-modified DEFILERs to use as getaway vehicles, each having its own unique appearance. Style certainly comes at a price, however, as the DEFILER is going to run you $412,000 from Southern San Andreas Super Autos. If you do have the cash though, it'll be a great vehicle for heists and missions, hitting speeds up to 117 miles per hour. Number 9. STRYDER. The Nagasaki STRYDER is a unique 3-wheeled motorcycle largely based on the Lazarus Triazuma. It was first introduced into GTA Online within 2019's Diamond Casino heist update. The bike is especially recognized for its great acceleration rate, providing a quick getaway vehicle for whenever you may need one. Its 3 wheels also help the STRYDER to conquer different types of terrain more easily than your everyday street bike. You can pick one of these bad boys up from Legendary Motorsport for $670,000, and it'll be able to go about 95 miles per hour at top speed. Number 8. Rocket Tricycle. The Western Rampant Rocket Tricycle takes elements from both motorcycles and hot rods, and after taking one look at this thing, you're going to want to buy one. The Rampant Rocket is considered the faster version of the Chimera, and it's clearly inspired by the real-world Rocket 2 Trike. Considering just how low to the ground this bike is, it definitely doesn't fare too well over rough terrain. As another one of the insane motorcycles added during the Diamond Casino heist, the Rocket will cost you a whopping $925,000, and it'll take you up to about 106 miles per hour. Number 7. Hakuchou. The Shih Tzu Hakuchou drag bike is one hell of a fast motorcycle, and it's based largely off of the Suzuki GSX 1300R Hayabusa. This slick motorcycle was first introduced in the GTA 4 Story DLC pack, The Lost and Damned, and has remained one of the fastest motorcycles in the GTA universe ever since. The Hakuchou has the greatest rate of acceleration of any vehicle in the game, and can hit speeds up to 126.5 miles per hour. The real-world counterpart of this bike only costs about $15,000, but in GTA Online, you're going to need to spend $976,000 at Legendary Motorsport. Why the crazy price increase? Don't ask us. Number 6. LECTRO. The Principe LECTRO is a Street Fighter bike first introduced in the original Heists update back in 2015. It takes a great deal of inspiration from both the Ducati Street Fighter S and the MV Augusta Brutale. The bike features a special kinetic energy recovery system that stores the energy you don't use while braking and then applies it to the next time you accelerate. Fancy, huh? Well, thanks to this system, the LECTRO is going to run you $997,500 at Legendary Motorsport. The bike can hit speeds of just about 110 miles per hour, meaning it's not exactly the best value out there, unless you're really into physics. Number 5. DEATHBIKE. Do you really need an excuse to buy something called a DEATHBIKE? This motorcycle is an upgraded gargoyle that is greatly inspired by Daryl's bike from the Walking Dead TV series, first introduced in the Arena Wars update. The bike comes in 3 different variants that are each absolutely insane looking. The Apocalypse variant looks like something out of a Mad Max movie with 2 miniguns and saw blades on either side of the front wheel. The Future Shock edition looks like something you might drive in Destiny, with a futuristic white body that also contains 2 miniguns. Finally, the Nightmare edition looks like a bike that Pennywise the Clown would drive on his way to eat some children for dinner. Seriously, Rockstar had a little too much fun while designing these bikes. Each one is going to run you $1,269,000, hitting speeds up to 150 miles per hour. Number 4. SANCTUS. The LCC SANCTUS was added to GTA Online During the Bikers update back in October of 2016, the bike features a chrome skull in the front, with a chrome ribcage surrounding the gas tank. The original bike is inspired by the Orange County Chopper's T-Rex, but the Sanctus clearly takes a ton from the motorcycle ridden by the Marvel character Ghost Rider. The Sanctus is also known for being the only bike in the game with red headlights. You can purchase this motorcycle for $1,197,000 from Southern San Andreas Super Autos, but it's only available during GTA's yearly Halloween event. You can also get lucky and win it as the podium vehicle from the Diamond Casino prize wheel during that event. If you do happen to get your hands on this bike, you can expect to hit speeds of up to 112 miles per hour, and you'll probably scare the crap out of everyone you pass by as well. Number 3. SHOTARO. The Nagasaki SHOTARO, first introduced in the Bikers update, is about as futuristic bikes can get. The bike's body is inspired by the real-world Lotus C01, but its paint job is clearly taken from the 2010 movie Tron Legacy. The bike is also named after the main character in the Akira anime, who drives a bike that looks very similar in design. The SHOTARO exists mostly to look cool, and it's a great treat for anyone who is either a fan of Tron or Akira. Looking cool comes at a price though, as this futuristic motorcycle is going to run you a whopping $2,225,000 from Legendary Motorsport, and will hit speeds up to 123 miles per hour. Number 2. Oppressor. The original Pegassi Oppressor was first introduced in the gun running update during the summer of 2017, and the game has never been the same since. Let's cut to the chase. The Oppressor can fly, and comes with machine guns. You can also pay to have missiles added once you purchase one. The bike is inspired by the one in a 1980s TV show called Street Hawk, as well as the Yamaha MX-175. Even when on the ground, the Oppressor is faster and more responsive than most bikes, which is why it is insanely expensive. That's right, this bike is going to run you $3,524,500. It sure is fun to fly around the map though, and it's insanely fast too, hitting speeds of up to 140 miles per hour. Number 1. Oppressor Mark II. About 1 year after the original Oppressor was released, Rockstar decided to take things a step further, dropping the Oppressor Mark II during 2018's After Hours update. Just like the original, the Mark II flies, has machine guns, and an option of adding heat-seeking missiles. The difference is that the Mark II doesn't have wheels, and instead hovers above the ground. Just about everyone has been terrorized by some kid with one of these in the GTA lobby, and many people criticize the bike for being overpowered and even ruining the game. We'll leave that up for you to decide. After all, it sure is a blast if you have one for yourself. The Oppressor Mark II hits speeds of up to 140 miles per hour, just like the original, but it will cost you a bit more, running for $3,890,250 and making it the most expensive bike in all of GTA Online. And that covers our list of the 10 most expensive bikes in all of GTA Online. If you could afford any of these, which one would you buy first? Who are we kidding? It's probably the Oppressor, right? Maybe the SHOTARO. Anyways, let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to ArcadeCloud News right here on YouTube for more of the best news and lists in gaming. As always, thanks for watching.